All right, good evening and welcome to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. If you want to know why I laughed out earlier, he told me, he's like, stop moving. I was fidgeting, right? So I'm your host, Dionne Anglin. Welcome to Sports Extra. It's a busy Easter weekend coming up and we have Carifta Aquatics and Carifta Athletics athletes and coaches and the president in the studio with us today for, just to talk about the Carifta Championships that's coming up this weekend. So, in the first segment, we will be chatting with CIAS's president, Mr. Stephen Broadbelt. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
It's good to have you back in the studio with us.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. We also have some special athletes. Multi-gold medalist Sierra Broadbelt is in the studio. Multi-gold medalist Dominique Hilton and multi-silver medalist Eli Bain is in the studio with us. If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me after. The Carifta Aquatics Championships, however, are going to be held in Trinidad and Tobago at the National Aquatic Center in Couva from April 19th through the 22nd. That's for open pool. And then at the Five Islands Beach in Chaguanas from April 23rd for open water. So that's going to be very interesting. We're going to hear all about that from this group. In the next segment, however, we will transition to Carifta Athletics. And we have the National Track and Field coach, Kenrick Williams. He's here with us. Captain of the boys team, Carifta bronze medalist, Anthony Chin Jr., along with Jalea Mays and Siobhan Campbell, who will be making their Carifta debut this year. So the Carifta Track and Field Championships will also be held in Trinidad and Tobago. It's going to be at the Hazley Crawford Stadium in Port of Spain from April 19th through the 21st. So we're going to hear all about that. It's so cool to have the Carifta Games being held, both track and field and swimming together in one country. I think it did, I may have remembered it twice previously. I'm not sure.
Not for a long time.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a very long time. So this is really cool. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, we'll hear all about it. Stay tuned.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
The Business Buzz. Each and every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m. Brought to you by
Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services.
And Kirk Market. Experience a world of choice.
Do you have a healthcare question but not sure who to ask? Contact HSA's Patient Call Center to speak to one of our experienced clinical team members. We are here to answer your questions and help guide you through your healthcare journey. Need to make an appointment? Our team can help. Contact HSA at 949-8600 or email info@hsa.ky. At HSA, we are committed to caring for you.
If they are talking about us,
living in your head rent-free all this time.
we must be relevant. Radio Cayman since 1976.
Alrighty, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. Again, for those of you just tuning in, I'm going to start here on my right side, just introducing yourselves, letting everyone know. And of course, the events you'll be taking part in, which I know is like 100 of them. But go ahead.
Hi, my name is Dominique Hilton. I'm the captain of the boys team. I'm doing a bunch of different events. I've got the 4 a.m., 2 a.m. Individual medley, 200 breaststroke, 100 breaststroke, 50 breaststroke, as well as the 800 free and the 1500. And then capping it off on the last day is the open water 5K.
Nice. Cool.
Hi, I'm Sierra Broadbelt, and I'm the team captain for the girls, and I'll be competing in the 200 butterfly, 100 butterfly, 50 butterfly, 100 meter backstroke, 50 meter backstroke, 200 meter backstroke, 400 individual medley, 200 individual medley, and the 50 freestyle.
That's a lot. Both of you, that's a lot. We'll get into that. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Elijah Ben. I'm the top qualifier for the boys 13-14 age category. I will be swimming the 50-meter butterfly, 100-meter butterfly, 200-meter butterfly, along with the 50-meter freestyle, 100 freestyle, as well as all of the relays.
Awesome. And Mr. Broderick, what will you be, broad belt? What would you be swimming?
I'll be swimming my camera.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. That sounds just about right. That's very interesting that you guys called so many different events that you'll be taking part in. How fit are you?
I wouldn't say like how fit are we.
Correct me. Go ahead. Tell me. Tell me more.
I wouldn't say it's how fit are we. I guess it's like how much we train.
Yeah.
Like some of us are in the water like 9 times a week for like sometimes more than 3 hours. Like,
wow.
I mean, I would be the one to know. I'm probably like one of the most consistent.
You're the
trainers.
fish.
You could say that.
And yeah. All
you
right.
Could say that.
Awesome.
It's all about getting the hours in. I mean,
yeah.
There's no excuse for not working, putting the effort, you know.
Yeah.
You got 20 hours a week of training and just going to keep that day in, day out, you know.
But I'm guessing as the days go by, because it's just 4 days of competition or 5 for swimming, each day, how many events is that in each day?
I think it's like 6 to 7
6 to
including
7.
relays.
Yeah.
But some events, it's going to be like tough on some of us. Like one of my other friends, Lennox, he's also a top qualifier.
Okay.
He's swimming most of the distance events. He has like 3 events a day, so I know it's going to be tough on him. But I know like he'll be able to like pull through and like be there for the team.
How do you pull through that? Like what motivates you? What keeps you going?
I think it's like the atmosphere when you're there. It's like, oh, I'm representing my country. Like it's all very exciting because you're with your friends and like all that like mindset. You don't really think about like, oh, I have all these events. It's just like, I'm representing Cayman. Like this is fun. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
Like, we're racing for our country. Like why not have fun, right?
Yeah.
Of course. Yes.
And along with that, we know a ton of other people from countries anyway. So like, why wouldn't it be fun? We get to talk with them, race like once a year. Like we're obviously gonna take joy in it.
Do you stay friends with any of the athletes you meet overseas?
Yes.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
The meet atmosphere is some of the best in the world, honestly.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Compared to other nations and other places I've been, there's nothing like it. The music, the atmosphere, the energy is just
Talk about the music in Trinidad now. Y'all going to be having a lot of fun times down there. You make sure Mr. Broadbelt has that camera. Yeah.
You might run out of storage.
Yeah, we're doing about it.
With the events, on average, so it's 4 days in the pool, so 2 events per day, but it's qualifying in the morning.
Yes.
So even though you say 2 events per day, that could be 5 races in one day because you have
depending on
2 events in the morning, and if you qualify for finals, you come back in the evening and swim them again. So then that's 4 events, and then with relays, you've got to swim that in the morning and some for qualifying, and then swim it again in the afternoon, in the evening. So 9 events could mean 20 plus swims when you add in relays as well. And depending on the athlete, some athletes are just doing maybe 1 event per day.
Yeah.
And others are doing 2 to 3 events per day.
Awesome. All right. Well, Sierra, this is my first time having you in the studio, I think. You may have come here like maybe when you were a lot younger, I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay,
it's
so it's your first time. So it's an honor to have you. If y'all don't know, Sierra is one of the top female swimmers for our country. All right? You're a gold medalist for Carifta and other games as well, right? So it's so good to have you here and, in this environment where we can chat, right? Sit down and chat. Don't mind your dad sitting there, all right? So I know, he probably didn't want me to say that, but yeah, I understand. Can you guys share your initial reaction upon qualifying for these games?
Ooh, our reaction.
Yeah, what was your reaction when you found out you qualified for this year?
This year it's my fourth Carifta, so it's nice to know that like I'm coming back and that I get to see everyone again, and like racing with people from my country and racing for my country is like, it's just completely, because I swim overseas in the UK and I feel like it's just completely different than racing with my home country, and it's just, I feel like I'm much more, I don't know, it's just like more chilled and like laid back.
Where?
Way.
Here?
Yeah, like
of course,
racing with like, I don't know, it just.
Where do you swim in for school?
Yes.
Where is that?
Mount Kelly in the southwest region of the
Tell me a little bit about that. How's that for you? How's that coming along?
It's my second year there, and it's going really well. It's helped me a lot in developing in swimming, and I really wouldn't be as improved as I am in swimming now if I it didn't go because of the long course swimming there, because we don't really have a long course pool in Cayman, so it's definitely helped me with that.
Awesome. Sounds good. What about you guys?
I mean, very similar situation. I'm down in Sarasota, Florida, training with the Sarasota Sharks.
Nice.
I mean, coming back to Cayman for my last Carifta, I'm extremely excited to represent the country. It's an honor, honestly. I mean, you don't get that opportunity in many places to represent the flag. I mean, in the States, this could take an entire person's lifetime. And us being able to do it at such a young age is really special.
What's amazing, too, is that the school allows you to come back and represent your country. A lot of schools don't do that. Yeah, a lot of schools don't let the athletes come back and represent because they risk injury, right? So it's actually really good that they've done that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We'll never forget these memories. It's a crucial moment of our sports development.
All right. Eli, what about you?
I mean, I've only been training for in the past year, like properly, like just day to day, whereas like before that I was just like in the pool like 3-4 times a week. But yeah, I've been down here like most of my life. I was born here. But yeah, like upon qualifying, I think I qualified earlier in the year, like just upon knowing, I was just like, okay, so the hard work's starting to pay off. Let's see what we can do a little bit more. And then from like December onwards, I just was in the pool constantly. I don't think I barely missed any sessions. And apart from that, once we hit nationals, I had about 6 qualifying times at the end of the meet, and yeah, it was really nice. But just knowing that I get to go see some of the guys that I met at like other international meets, it'll be fun.
How has preparation evolved since learning you would be representing for Carifta? How has preparation evolved, you'd say?
I think it's definitely like the mindset. Like I remember when I first qualified when I was 11, it was like, whoa, like the biggest thing in the world. Like, oh, I'm going to Carifta. Now it's like, it's a bit more like died down. Obviously for me, because I've represented Cayman. Yeah, I've represented Cayman on a bit bigger of a stage. But it's the preparation. It's definitely going well. It's like, oh, I've got Carifta in April. Like, it's definitely on my swimming calendar.
Okay, awesome. I like it. So, with the games being hosted in Trinidad, what excites you most about it being there? Have any of you been to Trinidad?
Yeah.
I have.
Yes, I have.
Okay. It's for Carifta as well, or different games?
I went for the Youth Commonwealth Games in 2023.
What can you tell them about Trinidad and why they should be excited? Because they don't seem excited. I'm okay. That's why I'm originally from, so I'm excited.
Personally, the Trinidad Aquatic Center is one of my favorites I've ever been to, like, globally. It's like a beautiful pool. It's very nice to race in, and especially the country itself. It's a very like the culture. I love like Trinidad music and the food. It'll be fun this year, definitely.
The food. You guys have to come back and tell me all about the food.
Yes.
Mr. Broadbelt?
I might bring some back for you.
You bring I like him. I like see he's thinking around minded. Yeah, I like it.
Doubles.
Yeah, doubles and roti. Yeah, okay, all right. And what about you, Mr. Broadbelt? What does the inclusion of swimming in the 2025 Carifta Games signify for the Cayman Islands?
I think what's special this year is that athletics and swimming are together. We're flying on the same flight.
Oh, nice.
And so we'll arrive together and we'll return together and are united as one, all carrying the flag. So that's definitely different to have them both in the same country.
Yes. And
the opening ceremony on Friday is going to have an even bigger impact to have both these teams together, and a chance for the athletes from each discipline to spend a bit of time together as well, and make those friendships here. The swimmers are busy in the pool, the athletics they're out on the track, but they don't cross paths that often.
Exactly.
So this is a perfect opportunity to have them kind of mix a bit more.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. That's pretty cool, actually. How has CIASA been supporting Cayman swimmers in their lead up to these championships?
So we got a big team, 34 swimmers.
34.
The maximum team size that you're allowed is 36. Okay. So we're that's really going to help us in scoring maximum points. Yes. So as much as swimming is an individual sport, the relays are actually worth double points, and for me and for CIASA as a whole, it's about the team points.
Right.
So there is an overall winning team as much as there is an individual high point winner, girls and boys in different age groups. There's overall team points, and we've been in the top 3 the last couple of years, so it's been very strong over the last couple of years, and this year is no exception. We've got a good team,
Yes.
and we're trying to stay in that top 3. We've lost a few swimmers that have aged out.
Okay.
So there is it's a high school age group. So those that have gone off to university are too old, and some of our fastest swimmers have aged out. But then we've got the younger swimmers up and coming. And it's the same for all countries. So it's a level
Awesome.
playing field.
How old are you all?
I'm 16.
18.
You're 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I just turned 15,
Okay.
so lucky on my part, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. It's pretty good. What logistical or administrative challenges, Mr. Broadbelt, comes with preparing 34 swimmers for Carifta Games?
Well, I mean, everything from the menu to
Yeah.
the uniform, all the stuff outside of the pool, the paperwork, the getting physio, and travel requirements for passports and.
Will you be taking physio?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Who's your physiotherapist?
Paula. Physio Paula.
Paula, physio. Hi,
Great.
physio Paula.
The swimming's the easy part, organization-wise. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And how many will be doing open water? Because you're taking part in open water.
Open water, I believe. 12.
It's 12. It's a full team. We've got 2 swimmers in each age group and each gender. So the maximum team size for open water is 12. And we have a full team for that. So we've got, again, high expectations on
Yes.
being overall, top point scorer as a country as well. And Dominic's had quite a few medals in that in the past.
Yes, definitely.
Cayman Open Water's done very well in the last couple of years.
We
especially.
really have.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, we do have the beautiful waters to contribute to that, right? So, Sierra and Dominique, as Carifta gold medalists, what are some of the lessons from your previous success will you be bringing to this year's competition?
I would say that nothing's guaranteed. I mean, you have to make sure you put in the effort in the morning to make sure you make it back for finals. You can't get complacent. You have to make sure you swim your best races in the morning to be able to make it back. I mean, there's always that chance that you miss a spot and you don't make the top 8, and then you'll never get a medal if you don't make it back, right? So you kind of have to make sure you give it your all in the morning, rest and recover. I mean, that's just something you always have to, the better you get over time, the more you have to realize you have to race fast, early.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely like going into the race humble and like keeping up with your habits, like as he was saying, like rest, like all that is what has gotten me to become a gold medalist is what I did. So I have to make sure that I keep that up or else it won't happen again.
What do you guys think, and awesome answers, by the way, what do you guys think your participation means for growth and visibility of swimming in the Cayman Islands?
I definitely think it makes swimming become recognizable to the whole country and realize how important it is, and pushes the building of the 50-meter pool and makes everyone see, swimming, like it's not, for example, like it's not about like football and like track. It's like swimming is up and coming, and like let's look at this now type thing.
Awesome. And this is your how many times?
Fourth.
This is also your fourth, and
This is my second.
your second. Okay, I think you did mention that. Are there any challenges you guys anticipate, either in competition itself or maybe the travel experience?
I think it's just getting over that fatigue that you face inevitably.
Yeah.
Like after every race, because like you'd be coming out of the water, you'd like just stand up and like it just hits you.
Okay.
And then once you get back to the hotel, you're resting or whatever, taking a nap, just relaxing. Then like you realize might have pushed it a little bit. I mean, I know I've had that. I mean, in the past during nationals, I remember I come out of the water, and I'm just feeling like exhausted. Like I've probably pushed it too far. But then I get home, take a nap, relax, go back out, and it'll all be good. I guess it's just that consistency.
Awesome. You wanted to add something, Sierra?
I was just saying the like adjustment after like traveling and things, and like make sure we're keeping up our rest and hydration, and especially cool down as well after races, since it's a 4-day meet and a lot of us will have a lot of events back to back, and doing that rest and recovery will definitely help us get through the meet.
Awesome. Mr. Broadbelt, what are your expectations with these three here?
Well, expectations are high based on their qualifying times.
Right.
And seeing the psych sheets, they're all ranked, up there. But, you can never trust those sheets, and it's all what happens on the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm confident that they are all well prepared, the entire team. And, they're all going in there with very motivated and fully prepared and healthy and fit. So we're in a good position. We do have 17 new or first-time Carifta swimmers.
Yes.
So half the team, this will be their first Carifta. And that's, in the younger age groups, that isn't necessarily unusual. So, and for some of those, may have never competed in a 50-meter pool as well.
Right.
So they're going to experience right about 30 meters where there's that invisible wall
Yeah.
that they've got to break through.
Who's your youngest? How old is your youngest, I should say?
11.
11, yeah.
11.
11.
And
Well,
that's the youngest you
amazing.
can be. It's the youngest age
Yeah,
group is
the
11
youngest
plus.
Yeah, it's 11, and the oldest will be 18.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be you.
Depending on your birthday.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cutoff is on December.
Yeah, it's what
31st.
age you're on the December.
Okay. What would you two, as the seniors, would like to share to the 11-year-old as he or she competes? Laura, you said?
Lauren.
Lauren. She competes for the first time.
Enjoy it. I mean, it's an experience. Have fun and race hard. I mean, there's something about representing your team. You really want to swim fast to score those points. I mean, every race matters. I mean, especially at that age. Some of our younger swimmers are very well in seeding and things, so they'll score points.
Even if you place ninth, you still score points. Like,
Right.
I think it's just a matter of like having fun. Like even if you know you won't win, just try. At least you owe that to yourself. Like all the hard work you put in.
Definitely.
Yeah, especially making it at a young age. Like I'm sure there's a bunch of pressure on them, but they should just remember to have fun and like remember they're representing the Cayman Islands and they're representing that flag. Yeah, put in all the hard effort for it.
The relay events are also very important. So some swimmers, may do better in the relay events, and we've always done well in the relays in the past. And so the relays are double points. So
Right.
even if we definitely our focus is on points more than it is on medals, because we're going for that overall title, and the relay points being double. If you're not quite able to make finals in your individual event, but you score points in the relay, then you're carrying your weight and pulling the team along nicely.
I know you don't like to brag about Sierra, but I will for you by just asking this question: is she, and maybe you can answer as well, is Sierra one of the most winningest Carifta athletes for Cayman with the amount of medals that she's had?
She has the last year and the year before. She was the high point winner, which meant she scored more points than any other
that year,
female in
that particular year, or in general?
the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been high point winner in Bahamas and in Barbados. So
Yeah.
And then Curacao.
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 Yeah, 23.
Yeah, Curacao
Awesome.
was 2023. So so she kind of outswam everybody in her age group with points overall, and she does a lot of races, so which helps.
Right.
And I think last year she had 9 medals, and the year before was 10. So
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. It says a lot about your dedication, your hard work as well. How do you feel about that in general?
Whenever it comes to when people ask me like, how do you do it? And I just say, I really don't have an answer for it. It's just like hard work. Like I just love the sport.
Yes.
And I guess that helps me be very successful. And it's just.
What is it about swimming that you like, or love, I should say?
It's just, I think it's being with my like friends and the bonds that you make,
Right.
and like, especially like with friends and coaches, like it's really helpful, and it takes my mind off things like
When you're in the water?
yeah, like school or like anything else. Like it just helps me like relax, and it just helps me take my mind off anything. Like I just like silence, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're in the water, right? It's calming, it's
Yeah.
relaxing. Do you all feel the same? Is that one of the, what's some of
Yeah.
the reasons why you love or you're passionate about swimming?
In my opinion, it's like the feel of the water. Like, you just hop in. It's been like a hot day. It's been rough. You're tired. Wake up early mornings. Just get ready for school. You just hop right in the water. You just feel all of it just float away from you.
Yes.
And I remember some of my favorite sessions were from Thursday. I remember our coaches, they like to bring these big speakers and they put them on the sides of the pool. And like sometimes whenever we're mid-set and they see we're struggling a little bit, they play a little Disney. We all just start singing along to
Yeah,
it.
that'll wake you up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
especially
it's
for the morning sessions, right?
Yeah.
How do you do it though? The morning sessions. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I see you all when I'm driving by and stuff. I see you all because we have national practice, so I drop some kids off as well. So how do you all do it? 5 o'clock in the morning, jumping into that cold water.
It's an itch, man. I mean,
Yeah.
we love the pool.
Yeah.
You know, we go 2-3 days without swimming, and we want to get back in there.
Yeah.
We go on a holiday, and we want to get in the pool somewhere. In the morning, you gotta want it. You gotta love being there. Every time you leave practice, you feel better than when you got in. I think that's true about all of us almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you feel better.
Yeah.
You're putting in that hard work.
Awesome.
Yeah. And like another thing is like once you jump in, you don't want to stop.
Yeah.
It's like once you touch a hot shower after you were just like somewhere cold, you just don't want to
Don't
get
wanna
out.
get out. Yeah. Totally get it. All right. That sounds good. And what about, is there any last words before we head out? Are there any last words that you would like to make mention of that perhaps I didn't ask, that you would like to get the public to know?
I think some of the senior swimmers do most. As you get older, you start to maybe specialize more in a particular
Right.
stroke.
Okay.
So yeah, you maybe, like for example, maybe on Sierra next year would be Sierra's last year. She may do less events to actually focus on
Certain ones.
just some of her
Yeah.
core events to try and get some like lifetime Carifta records and things like that. So
Awesome.
for the team as a whole, for me, we love maximum points for everybody, loads of medals and everything else. But sometimes for individuals, they just want to do that one race that they need a qualifying time in. Carifta is a qualifier for World Championships, so there's certainly a good rationale for some swimmers to limit the amount of races they do
Right.
to focus if they need a qualifying time for World Championships in Singapore in July, for example.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
that they've got to balance the needs of the individual swimmers with the hopes and expectations of the whole team, and
Right.
it's not always easy to do.
Oh, yeah. Totally understandable. But Eli, tell me, what's your favorite event? You called like 7 or 8 of them.
That had to be rough. If I had one, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I like a lot of them equally, but if I had to say like my top 3, it'd be 100 fly, 100 free, probably 50 free.
Okay.
The 50 over like the 200 because like it's so energetic. Like
Right.
you just stand up on the block, you hear everybody cheering.
Yes.
So
It's a high speed.
It's high speed. It's
Yeah.
one and done.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
quick 20 seconds.
And what about you guys?
My, I guess, top 2 would be the 100-meter butterfly and the 50-meter backstroke.
Most difficult ones for me. Okay, go ahead.
I'd have to say the 5K and the 2 breaths. I mean, there's something about racing for an hour straight. You can kind of, it's very strategic, and I love that part about it.
That's the open water?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys so much and all the best. I know you're going to come back with like 12 medals, right? Yeah.
Hopefully.
You'll see me at the airport.
Yeah.
We're going to do our best.
Don't shy away from the mic. All the best, guys, and enjoy Trinidad and Tobago. It's beautiful.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much
Thank you.
for coming
Thank
by. We
you.
appreciate you. We'll be back with Carifta Athletics right after this.
The 7 a.m. Sports Report, brought to you by Dr. Wayne Porter, offering a full-service dermatology and dermatological surgery practice. Call 946-9020 to book your appointment today.
Which direction will you steer the country? On April 30th, you'll vote on 3 important questions. A national lottery. Could it boost funding or bring social risks? Cruise berthing. Will it help tourism or harm the environment? Cannabis. Could decriminalizing reduce pressure on the courts or create new health and safety concerns? Get the facts. Make your voice heard. On April 30th, you steer the country. Visit gov.ky/referendum to learn more.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
The nation listens. The candidates speak. Subway presents the General Election Debates live in studio on Radio Cayman 89.9 FM and 93.9 in the Sister Islands every Monday and select Wednesdays from 7 to 10 p.m. 2 sessions, 1 powerful discussion. With Election Day fast approaching, hear what the candidates have to say on the cost of living, housing and development, economic growth, sustainability, education, transport, tourism, immigration and more. Who has the vision? Who has the plan? Hear it all unfold live, unfiltered, and on the voice of the Cayman Islands. Radio Cayman 89.9 FM and 93.9. Streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Visit Radio Cayman's social media pages for debate details. Brought to you in part by Cayman Enterprise City, Reflections, UCCI, and YUM.
Radio Cayman, the voice, the heart, the soul of the Cayman Islands.
Alrighty, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. And in the studio with us, I'm going to have them introduce themselves. And I'll start here to my right. Go ahead, introduce yourselves. Tell the people of the Cayman Islands who you are and what events you'll be taking part in.
My name is Julia Mays, and I will be doing the under 1700 meter and 4x1 under 17.
Nice.
Hi, my name is Coach Kenrick Williams. I'm the head coach.
Head coach, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Siobhan Campbell. I'll be participating in the boys under 20 high jump.
Okay.
I'm Anthony Chin Jr. and I'm going to be participating in under 20 boys long jump.
Awesome. It's great to have you all in the studio. How do you feel? Are you excited? Are you ready for your games?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have a very nice voice, Siobhan. I like pointing out the different voices when I hear them, you know, and that's one of them.
Thank you.
Very nice. Radio is in his making. Okay. Awesome. So we have a captain in the studio. Captain Anthony Chin, how are you? This is not your first rodeo.
No, Mom.
Yeah, this is your first rodeo.
Yes.
And this is yours.
Yes,
your
ma'am.
first rodeo. Okay, awesome.
What was that, radio?
Rodeo.
Oh.
Meaning it's the first time.
Yeah.
First time. Okay, sorry. If you thought I said that, my apologies. Anthony, if you could tell us or share with us as captain, what responsibilities do you embrace in motivating your team?
Probably just encouraging them to not be, nervous when they're going to do their events, because I guess I'll say it throughout the trip that it's always you versus you.
Yeah.
Don't compare yourself to others. Always put your best foot forward and, just compete to the best of your abilities. So I feel like having my experience in Curifta already, I can just show them the ropes and show them how Curifta works in track and field.
Refresh my memory again and what events you're taking part in?
Under 20 boys long jump.
Under 20 boys long jump. Okay, awesome. You don't sprint, Anthony?
Very rare. 4 years I haven't.
You haven't done it. Were you good at it when you did it? I know mom and dad are sprinters.
I mean, yeah, but I was doing 400.
You did 400.
Yeah.
Okay. You get your speed from your mom, not dad.
Yes, Mom.
That woman's still playing sports and she's in her 40s like me. She's awesome. All right. So, Coach Kenrick, what can you tell me about this group? We have 19 athletes.
15.
15? When did we get to 15? Was 19 on the
It was always 15.
Oh, well, that was my bad then.
Yes.
I've been saying 19 all this time because I was told it was 19. Okay. Alrighty. So 15 of you all. Awesome. So this is not the biggest team we've taken, is it?
No, not at all.
No.
Carifta 2019.
Okay.
We had a very large team here in Cayman Islands.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was held here, right? So tell me something. With athletics and swimming being held in the same country, does this bring unique opportunities or challenges for the Cayman contingent, do you think?
I don't think so, because this is the first time I
Remember.
Yes.
With both, yeah.
And it's Carifta games, so it's like games. It must be with other sports.
Yeah.
And in past it was swimming, track, and cycling. So I think they dropped cycling and still go with swimming, and now they have them together, which is a good thing.
Hopefully they keep it that way and not just this year. I guess it depends on which country can facilitate this either
Both.
sport, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and I know usually it's artistic swimming as well. They dropped cycling, but they added artistic swimming. But they're not. Trinidad is not hosting, according to Mr. Broadbelt. Trinidad's not hosting artistic swimming. So they'll be heading off to the Pan Am Games. So can you share insights into the preparation process for the 15 athletes that's heading off?
Well, what we have been doing is allowing the athlete to continue training with their personal coach. However, with the relay team, we bring the relay team together because since it's a team event, and I would work with the relay teams. But most of all, the athletes train with their coaches. The preparation is done by their coaches. When we get there, the coach will let us know what to look for and where to make the corrections with these athletes.
Awesome.
But I've been there a long time ago, so I know what to do with these.
Yeah. Awesome. So you three, how would you describe the journey leading up to the qualifying games? We can start with the captain.
I would say this year was particularly difficult compared to other years because this year I really had to face a lot of setbacks and failures and losses and go to every single weekend to go to the track meets every single time just to qualify. So I would say that this year I probably pushed myself more than I have the previous years. So I would say that it was pretty good.
And what about you, Jalea? Jalea Mays.
For me, it was quite intense because, I mean, it's sprinting and, like, everybody there, because I'm under 17, everybody goal was to go Carifta. So, like, everybody was, like, their mindset was Carifta. So, for me to be able to get to go to Carifta is, like, it was pretty nice. So, leading up to it, it was, like, very intense. It was a lot of training, a lot of locking in. It was pretty intense to get to Carifta, yeah.
Okay. Siobhan?
For me, I would say, I'm grateful to have made the team because leading up to it, I faced a lot of trials, injuries, and stuff. So to finally, be in that mode and jump and fly over the bar and make the team, I'm truly grateful for it.
All right. And it's a pretty vibrant country as well. And I keep telling Coach that they should have taken me. Yes. Yeah. I can show you where to get all the roti and doubles.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll even be a water girl, Coach. I mean, come on. So how does the support of your teammates and your coaches impact your performance as captains or as athletes? Before you answer that, who's your coach? What club are you with?
I'm with Mustang Track Club and my coach is Coach Tyrone.
Tyrone Yen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with Falcon Athletics and mine is Coach Bent.
Okay. I like Miss Bench.
Mustang Track Club and my coach is Coach Tyrone.
Coach Tyrone as well. All right. Awesome. So how has the support of your teammates and your coach impact, your performance as captain and as athletes? Sure.
Like that. Yeah, so with my coach, like, getting me to the point where I am.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Honestly, my coach was rough on me because, like, yeah, he was like, you gotta make it to Curved. So it was like, he made sure that I got my starts good, my celery, like everything good.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, honestly, I can't say it was easy or anything. It was pretty rough getting to where I am.
But that's good, right?
Yeah, that's good because now I'm going to
Look where you
Curved,
are,
so,
right?
yeah, mhm.
How do you handle that sort of pressure when coach is coming down on you?
At first, it was kind of like, okay, but now...
What do you mean by okay?
It was
wanted
strange
to
because
knock him out.
Yeah,
he's driving you
at
nuts.
first, like, my coach is pretty like chill and like
Usually, yes.
But you need to get your work done. But like I was like, okay, that's not usually. But like now I'm like, okay, he knows what he's doing, so I can't question him or I can't like.
Okay, I get you. And what about you? How has your coach impacted you?
I would say the same as Jalea. She was definitely hard on me. Like all the coaches know that we are. Like we have the ability to go to Curved. We have the potential to go. So I'm very grateful for them because they always push us to do our best and they know that we can achieve greatness. So I'm just forever thankful for them.
Awesome. Siobhan?
Me, I'm very grateful for my coach and my friends, especially my friends, like, cause high jump is an individual sport, so you don't really get that much eyes on you. So when you have your friends in the stands cheering you on, it really motivates you. And then having my coach working with me, giving me the toughest workouts.
Yes, of course. Wait, high jump, long jump, sprints. What's different about each of your preparation? Start with you, Siobhan. How do you get ready? How does high jump? How do you get ready for your meets?
So first, warm up, prepare myself, prepare my body, my mind. I tell myself, I'm gonna make it. I talk to myself before I go up to my marker.
Okay.
And then, I just hype myself up before I go up to jump, run up, approach, and then I say, I got it.
Yeah. So that's what you would be saying. Yeah, I got it. Anthony?
I definitely lock in when I do my practice. Every time I'm on the runway, I always block out what's in the sides of me. Like I always look front at the sand pit. So I feel like always just having my focus on the long jump pit and always trying to jump farther than what I did previously is what just motivates me to do better in the long jump.
What's your current record now with the long jump?
Like the farthest I ever jumped?
Yes.
7:12.
7:12.
Yes, ma'am.
That how great is that? You gotta tell me.
It's good because
come closer to your mic for me.
It's good because the qualifying standard is 7.04 meters.
7.04.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's incredible then.
And he got 7.04,
Yeah.
so he didn't jump his PR.
Mm.
But however, it's an excellent jump
Yes.
to get there.
Yes, 21 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. All right, awesome. And what about you, Siobhan? What's your record?
Officially, it's 185 meters, but in training, 190. So,
okay. Coach, you want to share your insights on that as well?
Well, he's doing well, and he's a capable jumper. I have coached the national record holder for the Cayman Islands, 219. So by looking at that mark and his height, he can achieve 219, 220 in the next couple of years if he really work up with his coach.
Okay, awesome. I like that. How do you all feel about competing alongside swimming this year? This is pretty good. Athletics and swimming for the first time in the same, not the same arena, but the same country. That's amazing for Carifta.
I personally love it because even when I was younger, I used to do swimming. So like, even like growing up now, like I'm seeing people that I used to swim with, like Sierra and them, going up and doing great things.
Nice.
So I just love it that it's now combined together because now we can just
go out and support each other, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I always wondered that. I always said that with it being in different countries, like you just wish you had the swimmers to come over and support your events. It's only 36 minutes away, by the way, the different venues. It's 36 minutes away. So you guys, whenever you have your free time, you go support swimming and vice versa as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Have we ever had anyone that have done dual Carifta championships, swimming and athletics?
I can't recall.
Is it possible?
Both of them are challenging.
Yes.
And both events take a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm at the track at 5 o'clock in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
the swimmers are there 5 o'clock. So
Exactly.
What time would they have to?
Exactly. That's so
to do
true. Yeah, because
both
you guys are
events?
training
Yeah.
practically around the same time, so it'll be very difficult to balance both. Yeah. All right. So have there been any unique challenges in preparing for this year's competition? You'd say.
Probably like even when you're on the long jump, like run ups, like it's kind of frustrating when you hit the mark right and then when you do it again, you hit it wrong. So it's just like it's a frustrating process to always having to time it right every single time. So
how are you going to overcome that?
Honestly, just listen to what my coach tells me to do and make the adjustments and just carry the same speed forward and try to make the jump.
What are some of the things that you're thinking about before you run up to that mark? Any songs you're singing in your head? Any inspirational quotes you're saying? Anyone that inspires you?
Not really.
Just more like,
I
come
just
on,
kinda
Anthony, you could do
block
this.
out everything on my mind and just focus.
Anyone else?
For me, I would say the same thing as AJ because, in high jump, you have your marker too. Sometimes you hit it and sometimes you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And also running up to the bar in my head, I would just hear my coach voice saying, drive up the knee star. So, yeah, that's one thing. And I would say, not timing also, as what AJ said, not leaning into the bar, make sure to jump up before you lean, and hitting the mark.
Awesome. So you wanted to chime in?
For me, like with sprints is like getting my starts the best, because for me my starts aren't usually the best, so like for that I need to try and perfect that, and even like lifting my knees and moving my arms, like stuff like that.
Awesome. I know we have two captains. We have Anthony for the boys, or the men, and Aliana Anderson is the captain for the women. What qualities have the captains coach? What qualities have they demonstrated that earned them their leadership roles?
First, you look at seniority.
Mm-hmm.
Seniority. And then you look at the ability to interact and at the same time not demand but get respect from their peers.
Right.
And if they can't get that, then it wouldn't be wise to choose anyone to do that. However, with the two most senior one that we have, and those that shows the most leadership quality, and hence that's why we pick these two.
Awesome. Congratulations. A huge responsibility. Yeah.
And one of the thing that the question before that you were asked, one of the things that mitigate against the sprinters is the condition of the track. It's in a horrible state.
This one here.
Yes.
Yes.
And you really can't get anything out of that track.
And
it's really into a horrible state.
Are you talking about like the grip?
Yeah, there's nothing on that track that speaks about speed and can enhance your chin. What is the problem with you?
Nothing.
It's nothing to enhance your ability as a sprinter to take you to the next level. For example, if you go Jamaica now, you have a brand new track. The track is fast. You have kids here who are capable of running 10:50, 10:40.
Okay.
Those are the under 20. But they can barely run 10:90, 10:96.
Here.
The track is dead.
Okay.
So we need a new surface to allow the kids in this island to really participate at their best.
When was the last time we had a new one?
2019.
And how often are you supposed to change the track?
Well, the type of surface that was used on it is not compatible with the weather here.
Okay.
So it got bristle by the time it come around 5 years.
Okay.
The usefulness is finished. and the type of material in the warmer climate, like in the Latin American countries, they use a spray-on.
Okay.
And the same thing that Jamaica has used on their new track. It's not the Mondo. The Mondo is good, and the Mondo is soft, but it cannot take the wear and tear and the heat.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Let's leave us right there. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, we can talk a little more about that. Stay tuned.
Find out about all the community happenings from non-profit, community fundraisers, church events, and more with Radio Cayman's Community Bulletin Board 3 times daily. Don't be the one to miss out on the latest information for events taking place every day on all 3 islands. Radio Cayman's Bulletin Board, brought to you by UCCI. Visit www.ucci.edu.ky. Choose your dream and blaze your trail today. And the Lions Club of Grand Cayman, serving the community for over 5 decades. The community calendar, also brought to you by Baptist Health International, healthcare that cares. Radio Cayman's Community Bulletin Board.
Follow Radio
Social media, X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Interact with our talk shows on YouTube.
Download
our official Radio Cayman app, or you can log on to our website, www.radiocayman.gov.ky. You can also add us to WhatsApp
on 925-3261.
All the latest information, breaking news, community events, and more. Radio Cayman.
The nation listens. The candidates speak. Subway presents the General Election Debates live in studio on Radio Cayman 89.9 FM and 93.9 in the Sister Islands every Monday and select Wednesdays from 7 to 10 p.m. 2 sessions, 1 powerful discussion. With Election Day fast approaching, hear what the candidates have to say on the cost of living, housing and development, economic growth, sustainability, education, transport, tourism, immigration, and more. Who has the vision? Who has the plan? Hear it all unfold live, unfiltered, and on the voice of the Cayman Islands. Radio Cayman 89.9 FM and 93.9, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Visit Radio Cayman's social media pages for debate details. Brought to you in part by Cayman Enterprise City, Reflections, UCCI, and YUM.
Radio station. Radio Cayman is the voice of the Cayman Islands.
All right, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. We have Jalea Mays, we have Siobhan Campbell, and Captain Anthony Chin Jr., along with Coach Kenrick Williams in the studio with us, our Carifta athletes, 3 of the 15 athletes that will be representing the Cayman Islands in Trinidad and Tobago over the Easter break. Before we headed into the break, we were talking about the conditions of the track at the Truman Bodden Sports Complex, and in Coach's words, the track is dead, right? Now, he did explain that, but I want the younger athletes to, further comment on how this affects your progression and your journey through athletics with the conditions of the court. We start with the captain.
Okay. It's definitely different compared to other countries, because even when I went to CUT for Bermuda, or I went to a track meet in Jamaica recently, the track is definitely more favorable and softer, and it makes you, it allows you to run faster. Okay. So it makes you build speed and all that stuff. And just like Sierra was saying, swimming, they need a 50-meter pool. I think track needs a good track as well. All right,
and you need that too for your build-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
Me? Yeah. For me, because I do sprints, the track needs a lot of improvement, because if we was to keep on running on that track, we can get injured, because it's really tough. And when we're coming with our speed, we come into the track really hard, and that can cause shin splits and many more injuries. So I think that they really do need to try and fix that track, because I actually went to Gibson Relay in February.
Yes.
I did, and the
With
track
Mustang.
was nice. It was so good, and I was just imagining like. Okay, our times are like really good, but I just imagine when we go over there, our time should improve like a lot. So I feel like if they were to fix this track that we have now, our times can improve even more.
Okay, awesome. And Siobhan, how does this affect you in the high jump?
As Julia said, like there's definitely like some safety concerns with the track, and my area, especially the high jump.
Mm-hmm.
The takeoff part is like growing a hole, so like sometimes you slide because of the gravel. So it's definitely like, you know, it can cause injuries. And for the sprinters also, the track is becoming really hard, which can cause multiple injuries, shin splits, as she said.
Awesome. Well, you know, this is a safe space where you can share your concerns and your highlights, right? So, but if you have concerns, you can also share them, and hopefully the right person hears, and you know, they do something about the track, because we do want our athletes to progress and be the best that they can be in the best conditions that they can train in, right? So moving on, Coach, are there any specific highlights or any standout moments, and for the athletes as well, any specific highlights or standout moments during training you'd like to share to our listeners?
Yes. Looking back at what they were doing at the track, I can see a lot of improvement. However, as I said before, with the sprint, as a sprint coach, when you say to a young fellow, apply pressure on the track, it's a physics. It's what you give, it comes back.
Okay.
So you can't do that on that track.
Okay.
You end up with a lot of hurt.
Okay.
Shin splint, ankle, knee, hips, back, everything out of alignment. And we have seen that with a lot of these athletes. We have a physio and a massage therapist who are aligning a lot of these kids. They have to be aligning them back because of the surface of the running track.
Okay. Will you all be taking a physiotherapist?
We're taking a massage therapist.
Massage therapist.
Yeah.
Yes, you did say that at the press conference as well.
Yeah.
Who is your massage therapist?
Mr. Dwayne Williams.
Mr. Dwayne Williams. Awesome. So, how does hosting the games in Trinidad offer a unique and a unique dynamic or cultural experience for these athletes?
Well, it's a chance for them to intermingle, learn the different culture, look at what, as a coach, when I go to, say, the Olympics or to the World Championship, I look at other coaches, what they're doing, and I would copy some of their methods. So the same thing what they are doing is look at what they are doing, look at the guy who is jumping 2 meters,
right,
and see how he approaches the bar. Take that back to your coach and say, this is what I have seen. Long jump. There are so many things you can learn in long jump. I remember when I was at the World Indoor Championship with Kareem Street, and I was the coach with him. And when he jumps, the only thing I do is just do like this, give him a thumb up, or like this, that apply more pressure on the.
He knows those cues are.
What is to do. And we take that back to our young athlete here, and we impart that to them. I was at the Island game.
Same thing.
And with Ashanti.
Yes.
She was releasing too early, meaning when she jumps, she didn't hold that leg as long as she can and let it and hold it. So she released too early, so she was jumping shorter. And the one correction I gave her was, hold your jump, hold it. Hold your jump for as long as you can. Resist gravity from taking down those legs.
Right.
And that's when she jumped a really good distance. So you have to look at what the other athletes are doing and try to pick up what they're doing and help yourself.
Awesome. All right, well, guys, that's it. One question before we go. If given the chance to inspire any future Carifta athletes, what advice would each of you offer?
Me?
Yep, you can start.
For me,
Julia?
just keep on working and keep on pushing. I mean, there are gonna be some upsets and stuff, but at the end of the day, just know what you're working for and just go for it.
Siobhan?
Yes, I would definitely say consistency, showing up to training, keep putting in the work, and, you know, believing in yourself. And, yeah.
Anthony?
I would always say keep on pushing hard, always be trying to be a better you, and always know that it's God's timing. It's never on your own accord, so just be patient and just trust the process.
I like that. Good job,
Thank
lady and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Very much for stopping by. That will do it for tonight's edition of Sports Extra. Of course, if you would like to have the opportunity to be a part of our show, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at sportsextrakman@gmail.com. You can also check out our Radio Cayman Sports Extra social media pages to keep updated with all what's happening with the different sports around the island. Also, log on to Radio Cayman's YouTube channel for tonight's edition of Sports Extra. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night and God bless.
Sports Extra. From 7 to 8 p.m., highlights of local sports around the Cayman Islands. Sports Extra.
It's amazing to see the improvement of the team.
Sports Extra, keeping you informed.
We are Radio Cayman.
Covering Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and